Hello and welcome to the Paperspace Gradient Quick Start Tour and Tutorial. You can use this video as your guide to your first session with Gradient and expect to walk away with an understanding of how to set up a free account with Gradient, create your first project and work within it, and then get started with your first notebook or workflow. To get started with a new account, head over to paperspace.com and click the Sign Up for Free button in the top right corner. Follow the instructions on the page to set up your new account. Then, once you've done so, click Confirm Account. You should be then greeted with this prompt that an email has been sent for confirmation, so go into your email and confirm that your account has been made. Once you've hit the confirmation email, you may also be prompted to verify your account with a phone number. Once you've completed the account confirmation stage, you can go ahead and get started with actually setting up your account. Make sure to go into Gradient at this prompt and describe yourself accurately. Finally, you'll be prompted to create your first project. You can use this box here to name it whatever you want, but we've automatically generated a name that you could use as well. Click on the Notebooks tab, because this is where we're going to start with the rest of the tour. Alright, you've now logged into the console. From here, I'd like to point out two things. First, we're currently working in the private workspace. This is a team. Teams within Paperspace allow users to collaborate with one another on projects. The next thing I want to point out is that you can click this All Projects button to go back to the Project Create space. Here you can create a new project or navigate into the one you just made. And let's do that. Now that we've finished setting up our environment, it's time to get started with some of Gradient's resources. If you haven't already, click the Notebooks tab and then go into the Create Notebooks page. The first section that you'll see in the Create Notebooks page is runtimes. These are the containers your notebook will run on, and there are a variety of options. For now, let's use the TensorFlow runtime. The next section, Select a Machine, is where you can choose from our CPU or GPU hardware for the instance. Let's just use the free GPU at M4000, which will automatically shut down in 1 hour. Finally, I'd like to point out the advanced options. You're not going to need to use them for now, but if you'd like to directly load in your own workspace URL, a repo from GitHub that has files on your instance, that is totally usable. And the other thing I'd like to point out is the container section. If you have created a container and shared it to either Docker Hub or NVIDIA's container registry, then you can go ahead and share it here through the syntax to have your new instance be built on that container. Once you've completed setup, go ahead and click Start Notebook to run your notebook. Alright, and now your notebook instance is running. Be sure to check the rest of the Paperspace docs for information on running and working with notebooks. Now that we've seen how to set up a notebook instance, let's look at the other resource of interest for the day, Gradient Workflows. Head back to the console and click on the Workflows tab. Workflows allow users to automate machine learning tasks, and GitHub integration with Gradient allows users to update a workflow directly with each change to their repo. To get an idea of what that looks like, go ahead and click Create. In the Create Workflows page, you'll be given access to 4 different templates that you can use to get started and try out workflows. I recommend using the StyleGAN2 template for now. Make sure that you're working in the correct organization for your GitHub integration. And finally, change your repository name to whatever name you would like it to be. I'm just going to use StyleGAN2 Gradient Demo for now. And then hit Create Workflow. From there, Gradient will automatically create the repository on your GitHub account and then start running the workflow. After a few moments, the workflow's GUI will show up and you'll see that the work is being done following the YAML spec for the workflow. Now that you've seen how to sign up for your Paperspace account, create a project, and then work with a notebook and a workflow, you can get started working on your own gradient projects today. Thank you very much for listening, and best of luck with your work on gradient.